Hey guys, Kyla at the MJC here, and I'm here to walk you through the deduction section all the way through the end of this document. I have no idea why I have such a weird page break. Something I typed somewhere made the spacing go wonky. I hope that this hasn't happened to you, but if it has, at least we're all in the same boat. Alright, but before I get going on those sections, just a reminder that nothing in this video is intended to be legal advice. It is a video, so I'm not able to review your situation, to analyze your situation and determine whether these are the right forms for you, whether a court is likely to grant your agreement, or whether what you're agreeing for or agreeing to is in your best interest. So if you have those sorts of questions, I definitely recommend getting some legal advice. You can get brief legal advice for free in Milwaukee County through the Marquette Volunteer Legal Clinics. If you're not located in Milwaukee County, you can contact your clerk of court to find out what resources are available in your area. All right, so in this section, you are going to put the child or children's names in this first line. So you guys will remember that John and Jane have two minor children, and you obviously don't need to include your adult children if no one's going to be claiming them as dependents. And then here you're just going to indicate who is going to claim the child or children as a dependent on taxes. So you can say it's going to be joint petitioner A or the original petitioner. For those of you who are filing stipulated, you can say it's going to be that person in every tax year. So, 2020, 21, 22, 23, every year going to be that person. You can go over here and say it's actually going to be joint petitioner B, or for those of you who are stipulated, the original respondent is going to claim in all years. Here, you'd be saying joint petitioner A is going to claim in even years, so 2020, 2022, 2024, and joint petitioner B is going to claim in odd tax years, 21, 23, 25. Or you can reverse that, and you can say B will claim in even years, and A will claim in odd years. And you can split it up for the children. So you can see we could say Jane is going to claim Sally in all years, John is going to claim Susie in all years. We could have them switch off which child they're going to claim. So we could say, Jane will claim Sally in even years and she'll claim Susie in odd years, or whatever you want to do with that. So whatever you agree to, you can enter there. Here, we're just going to go ahead and we'll say that they're going to both claim them both, but they're going to alternate years. Then you'll go down to the life insurance section. You do have to check N no matter what, because you can see that it's the whole universe of possibilities. So I don't know why that's a checkbox, but it is. So you'll check that box. And then you'll go, and if you don't have any life insurance, you'll check number 1 and move on to the next section. If you do have life insurance, you'll check 2. Here you're going to put the name of the company. So if you guys remember, if we go back to the financial disclosure document, you can see that there's a life insurance policy through Northwestern Mutual. So we're going to include Northwestern Mutual here. And then here you will put the policy number. If you can't find the number, we recommend getting it if you can. You can contact the insurance company, you can contact your HR, you can go back through your records. If you're not able to, you can try leaving this line blank. It really is going to depend on your clerk and your court official whether or not they'll accept it with that information not available. And then last but not least, you'll put in the name of the person who's insured. So this is Jane's policy. So basically this life insurance policy pays out if Jane passes away. So that's for the insurance section. And then last but not least, the other agreement section. So this giant honking marital settlement agreement that you have watched all these videos for, this is now your agreement about how you're going to split up your stuff. Child support, placement, custody, all that kind of stuff. And so you can if you have other agreements. So if you have an oral agreement that hasn't been codified in this document, it's not enforceable by the court. So if you have other agreements, written agreements, oral agreements, anything that's not in this document, you're going to want to attach a copy of that agreement or that proposal. So, if you don't have any such agreements, you check number one. Number one is saying we've gotten everything written down in either this document or in the stuff attached to it. If you are saying, nope, we have an oral agreement that we wrote down or some other written agreements about, our marriage, our property division, our kids, or whatever, then you're going to check 2. So we'll check A, or 1, there. All right, going down, you should, of course, read through all these agreements and understandings. I always tell people I didn't read it and I didn't know what was in it is not usually a good excuse in court. So you want to make sure that you know what's in this before you sign it. But I'm going to go ahead and skip through it and just take you to the sections that need to be filled out. The first one here is, it is presumed that you guys are going to exchange financial information every year. I don't know how many people actually do this, but we're going to put a date by which you are supposed to. So here, a lot of people will put tax time, 04/15, but it can be any date that you want it to be. It can be the first of the year, the end of the year. It can be your birthdays or holidays or any day in May. It can be any date that you want to put here. So you're going to put a date on that line. Then, last but not least, here it's having us we're basically just writing in the marital presumption. So this is not you guys agreeing that the marital presumption should exist. This is just you basically writing down what the law is. So the marital presumption is a law here in Wisconsin that says that any child that is born during the marriage is born to the wife during the marriage is presumed to be the husband's. So you're just going to mark whichever is the male party. Here in this situation, we know that John, our joint petitioner B, is the male party, so we're going to check that. If you are a same-sex couple, then you can probably leave this blank if, however, it does apply to you. So if you have a child that was born during the marriage and you're wanting there to be a presumption, you'll want to check a box. Basically, if you are a same-sex couple and you're worried about the marital presumption, it's not really about how the form is filled out, but about how it applies to your situation and making sure that there aren't going to be problems down the line. That can always be a good thing to get legal advice about as well. So then you're going to scroll through and read, of course, all of this wonderful information. But you're going to go ahead and put each party's names down here. So joint petitioner A will go on this first one. And we'll put in Jane's address. (206). Put in her email address. And then you'll put joint petitioner B or the original respondents. I know it says petitioner here. I don't know why that is, but this is meant for joint petitioner B or the original respondent in the case. And we'll just get this information in. And his is .com and phone number as well. All right, and then that is that for this form. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you found this helpful. If you do have additional questions, you can find us during non-pandemic times, at least, during at the Marquette. Oh man, this ending is not going well. Let me try this again. Thank you guys for watching. You can find us during non-pandemic times at the Milwaukee Justice Center, which is located in room G9 of the Milwaukee County Courthouse. So yeah, we can give you additional information about filling out the forms and also about legal resources available in the Milwaukee area. So again, thank you guys for watching. I do hope it was helpful. And until next time, I hope that you all go out and represent yourselves well.